Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for being here. Today I am going through my liquid eyeliners. Last week my gel liner declutter stash extra stash video went up and that was the first in this series. Ooh, I'm filming this before you guys have voted on it. So I still don't know what the name is, but the name that you guys voted on will be in the title. So that series, this is the second video of it, and we are going through liquid eyeliners. I had all my eyeliners pulled up to go through, but it was going to be really long if I did all of that together, so I decided to break them up because liquid liners are really something that they're very intriguing to me in finding out the best liquid eyeliners. I want it to have good ease of use, good pigment to it, be long lasting. With all the ones out there, I mean, there are ones that work just fine, but I think it's really hard to find good ones. So I'm also going to go through, okay, this is my, okay, for real guys, I need to change this up. Give me an idea of what to put on it. So this is where I keep all my liner type things on my desk. So these are my gel liners we went through. I have like 50 of them in here right now, but lots of different colored ones. So if you want to see all of those, and I swatched them all as well so you could see what the color was and what kind of pigment you get from it, I'll put the video up in the iCards. Here are all of my liquid liners currently that I am using. I'm sure today I'm going to find out that some of them are very dry. Some of them I might need to use a couple times more to see if they're even worth still having in it because they're kind of on their way drying out. Some of them might still be good. So we are going to swatch all of these, and then I'll probably have to pull up some new ones from my backup stash. So I've actually got quite a few in my backup stash as well. And I did just purchase another one today, which I will tell you about when we get to it in here. But let's go ahead and get into this. This is the last week of my spring giveaway, so be sure to check that out. And I wasn't going to do another giveaway until my birthday in May, but I just feel like with everything going on and having like the backups that I have and not needing them, I'm probably going to get another giveaway started pretty shortly after that. So just make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications on so you see when that one comes too. So I've got them set out here, and I'm just going to go ahead and start with the colored eyeliner. So I've got 3 from ColourPop, and I really do like these, but let's see if they're still pigmented enough. So I would say that white is still pretty good. And before we get into more of these, let me just say that I do prefer a brush tip applicator. So when I'm referring to the quality of that, just keep in mind that I think a brush tip really is the better version of a liquid eyeliner, especially long term for the liner. So these are a felt tip, but they're a very flexible felt tip. So, oh, that one's really good too. I need to use these more. Look how pretty these are. This one is the red one in Try Me. The white one is Graceland. And the blue one I have is in Crazy. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. These are not quite as stiff of a felt tip as a lot of other ones are, so I do like the application of that. So those are sticking around. Next I've got this cello one. My gosh, it is still good. Guys, this is a felt tip also, and it's not my favorite felt tip, but there that one is. That one's like a blue. This is from an Ipsy Glam bag so long ago. And I have actually used this, I think in the past, 6 months or so. And I typically just use a black liquid liner. So for the past 6 months or so, that's pretty good for me to use a blue eyeliner. The next 2 I have, one is from LA Girl Fine Line. And this one's in Emerald. This one's going to get thrown out. So you can see the pigment is kind of drying up a bit, and the felt tip is not that great. And I do store my felt tip liners facing down so that the ink runs down to the brush. So that one is going in the trash. And then I've got a JCat one. This is in Diamond Dazzle. Whoa, what? Okay, that is so interesting. So it came out that red, but this is really what it was when I bought it, with like some sparklies in it. So I guess because I had it upside down, a lot of the pigment went to the bottom. So I'm going to keep that and maybe try to use it on top of another liner in the next couple months or so to get some use out of it and see how that liner in general is for future reference if I want to get another JCat liner or not. I also keep 2 of my e.l.f. makeup remover pens in here. These are still in fine using condition, and I'll be using them to the last drop because e.l.f. doesn't make them anymore. And yes, I am bitter Betty about it. Okay, next I've got the Wet n Wild Skinny Tip eyeliner. This one I never really liked because of how small and close to the ferrule, the tip was, it was hard to apply it because that ferrule is like right there. I think if the ferrule were a little skinnier, it would have been easier to apply, but because of how thick it is there and how small the tip is, it just ended up being a little harder to apply. We've still got some good pigment there, so I'm going to keep it around for a little bit. I think the ones that I use a bit more, I'm going to pull up and out of here so that I'm really consistently using these over the next couple weeks to see if I like them. Hopefully my liner doesn't look horrible for the next couple weeks, but we'll see. Next, I've got the NYX Epic Ink Liner. This was a major fail for me. Let's see if it shows when I put it. Oh, is it drying out now? Maybe because I haven't used it in so long, it's starting to dry out. But this one bleeds so bad. And every time I used it, it would bleed into my eyelids, it would bleed into my eye, and it stings so bad. I've had other eyeliners that I've like accidentally put too far down and they get into my eye, and they do not sting as bad as this. This one stings really bad. I am throwing this one away. The next one that I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting rid of, this is the Tarte Maneater one. Let's see if this one. So this one also bleeds. And actually you can see something happened to this one. Where like the ink is coming out from the pen, so that one bleeds really bad as well. So I'm going to throw this away. This is a brush tip applicator and it wasn't bad when I first got it, but because the ink has started to bleed out of the pen, I'm not going to be able to use it anymore. Next, I have the Girl Lactic Beauty liner, and this one I think I got in a Sephora box maybe. This one is a longer felt tip pen, and that one I think is just pretty dried out. I'm not going to be able to do anything with that kind of color on my lid. This one I'm going to save one of my felt tip ones that's out of ink. It might be this one to use to help when I apply lashes. So if you use a black liquid liner to help press down your lashes when you're gluing them on, it helps to not smear as much, and then you get a little bit more coverage on your lids, but you've got to use one that is pretty much out of ink. Otherwise you're going to end up with a mess on your lid. So if you have one that's dried out or just has a little bit of ink left, that works really good for helping to get those lashes stuck on the lids right where you want them. So that's going in the trash unless that's my only felt tip one, and then I'll put it with my lash products. The next one I have is the Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Eyeliner Pen in black. This is a brush tip. This one I like. Let's just see. Oh man, that one's pretty much out of ink too. I'm going to put this one up with my other two to use in the next couple weeks just to make sure it really is out of ink. That's a pretty good one. It's not my favorite, so I wouldn't repurchase it because my favorite is around the same price. But we'll get to that soon. The next one I have is from Ico. This is the That's Where I Draw the Line. So here's what this one looks like. It's a little bit chubbier of a pen and still felt tip. It is not my favorite by any means. I think I still got some ink in there to use. This one does help if you're doing a short little wing, kind of like the one I have on today. It helps to get a good stamp in there because of its size and its width. But my typical wings are a little bit longer and thinner, and this one I can't really get a good thin line with the thickness of this marker. So that one's going to go in here. I'm going to use it a couple more times to see how much ink is really left in it and whether I just want to throw that out. Next I've got the Stila Stale Day Liquid Eyeliner. That's felt tip. And that is way out of ink. So that one's going into the trash. And the tip of that is too wobbly now to be good for helping apply with lashes. So last up of the ones I have open are my favorite ones. So the first one I've got is the Hank & Henry Slick With It Blickety Black Eyeliner. I'm pretty sure this still has a good one. And this is a brush tip applicator. And you can see there, it's got a really pigmented black line to it. And I've been using this since I got it in the BoxyCharm box. I don't remember how long ago that was, but it was quite a while ago, I want to say. The next one I have is the Calligraphy Glam Light Pen. I wasn't sure how much I really liked this when I first got it because of the base of it. But if you hold it, when you're doing the line, let's see, I think you hold it with the little hump out when you're doing the outside of the line, and then you turn it around for the inside, and using it that way does help. And this does give a really nice wing liner. This is a felt tip pen as well, so you can see that still's got really great pigment to it. The next one is a brush tip. This is the Tattoo Liner from Kat Von D. This is one of my favorite ones. I didn't purchase it. I got this in some box, maybe a BoxyCharm box. It's really small. Maybe a Sephora gift. It is almost identical to my very favorite one. So you can get a really fine line and it's got a really good pigment to it. My favorite one ever ever, and one that I repurchased today is the Lorac Front of the Line Pro Liquid Liner. I talk about this all the time. I recommend it to people. I don't know how many people actually try it. I don't know why more people don't talk about it because it is so good. You can see how many liners I have tried, and this one is still my favorite time and time again. It's a brush tip. It's probably really similar to the Kat Von D one, so if you like that one but you want something different, this one might be close to needing, oh no, you can see how black that is, and it's just, oh, it's just perfect. It is just perfect. I get a great line every time I use it. Today it was half price in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, so I picked one up for a backup, even though I've already got a backup. You just can't, like, if I'm going to buy something from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, it's going to be something that I use over and over again and really love. The only drugstore one that I've tried and would recommend, which is probably the same price as the Lorac one, half price, is the Physicians Formula one. It's not the same as that. It is the brush tip. It's got a nice black liquid in it, and it is very similar. I think there just is something different about the way when it lays down, the way that the bristles, like these bristles might expand a little bit more, making it a little harder to get a really great wing liner than the Lorac Front of the Line one does, but this one is still a good one. So if you want a drugstore one, this is the one that I would recommend to you, but the Lorac one will always be my favorite. So these are my top 5. These are going to go back into my container here. These 4 are going to go into my Shop My Stash basket because then I will know to use them. And then I've got these 4 that are going to go in the trash, and this one, actually, I'll probably give that green one to my daughters just because it's fun. And then this Girlactic one I'm going to keep with I'm going to keep up here where I keep like my lash glue and stuff to know that that's the one that I can use. The other one that I have is the e.l.f. one. I don't know. Does this, oh, well, that's still black. I need to be trying this out more. The only thing about this is it's really large, so it's not the easiest to apply a really precise wing liner. I don't know that I would recommend it, but I think it is only around like $3 to $5, so it's a pretty affordable black liner. It's just like not in anywhere near my favorites, but I do like this one more than the NYX one and the Wet n Wild one. So before we get into my backup stash, let's see how many we've got here. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I have, you guys, I just realized how many black liners I actually have up here and use all the time. I'm throwing away 4. I have 10 that are still like good to go. And then I've got my 4 that I'm pretty sure are trash. I just need to use them a couple more times to make sure before I throw them away. So I had 18 eyeliners up here. That's maybe ridiculous, but maybe not, because I do really enjoy a nice black eyeliner. I'm just like, how? Let's count. 2, 4, 6. So I had 18 that I was using, and I've got 17 in my backups. And my dog won't stop barking. I'm going to start first with my Lorac one. So I've got 2 black Front of the Line Pro Liquid Liners in my backup. I am going to pop one up here because I always want to have one of those ready to go. And then my other one, this is just a little bag that I'm keeping them in for my backup stash. So I've got the other one in there. Oh man, I've got 3 other Hank and Henry liquid liners. I'm kind of thinking I bought 2 of these for gifts, and I know who I got them for. I don't know why I would buy that many, but they were in the BoxyCharm pop-up sale, and I think they were $7. You guys, I am never good about remembering what I paid for stuff on the Boxy pop-up, but I'm sure they were around $5 or $7 or I wouldn't have picked them up. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in here for now, and then know that I've got 2 of them as the gifts to go out. So those are going in my backup bag. All right, I've got a couple up here that I have never tried before, and that's one of the reasons they're in here. These 2 here, I've got an Ulta one felt tip liner, and I've got a Maybelline Master Precise All Day liquid liner. And I think for now, I'm going to keep them in my backup because I do want to go through some of these before I pull any more forward. But I definitely want to try those at some point to know their quality. And that's 2 other drugstore ones that I would have to talk about, because a lot of the ones I really like are higher end liquid liners. I've got a Tarteus Double Take Eyeliner. Let's see what this is. This is another one that I have never tried before. So this has two ends. Oh, one is a gel liner and the other one is a liquid liner. So I definitely want to keep that to try. I have got a Pure Double Ego Dual-Ended Eyeliner. What color is this? Madagascar. Is this not black? What? No way. It's like an olive. I could have been using this whole time. Oh, don't tell me. Oh my, this is why, guys. This is why. Do you see this right here? It is totally destroyed, dried out, nothing. This is why you don't have 17 backups of liquid liner. I am so sad. I don't know where I got this from. This had to be some kind of gift with purchase because I don't think I would have just bought a green eyeliner. But I'm so sad I did not get to use this. Let me see what the other end is. The other end is kind of boring. So it's kind of like an olive. It's right here. It's kind of like an olive sparkly a little bit. I'm going to put that in for my girls to play with because it is going to be no good to me now. I cannot believe that. I mean, I can believe it, but I'm still upset about it. All right, next I've got two from Kat Von D. I think I got both of these in a BoxyCharm box. This is a cake pencil. I don't know why this wasn't in my other one. This is a black gel liner. This is going to be going in a giveaway because I don't need a black gel liner. The other one is the dagger liner tattoo. This is that interesting kind of tip. So I'm actually going to pull this one forward to use right now because I do not want the same thing to happen to this one because this is one that I really do want to try and see what it's like. So this is going to get pulled forward right now to start using. These two are Ico ones. These I'm sure I got on a 21 Days of Beauty. This is the Black Magic Liquid Eyeliner. So this one looks like it is a pen tip or a smaller precision brush tip. So I'm going to put this in my backups. And this one is the I Do Liquid Liner. This is one that I just went through that I'm going to be decluttering soon. So this one I'll put in my backups too. I'm thinking some of these are going to be pulled forward pretty soon because I did just declutter 8 from my current stash. Probably the other ones will be coming to an end soon as well. All right, I've got a Superhero Liner Mini. I'm going to keep that one. I do really like that. I've got a Stila Stale Day Liquid Eyeliner. I've got the Sex Kitten Liquid Eyeliner, and then I've got another of the Man Eater liquid eyeliner. These three are all three that I have used before. The Sex Kitten one is a felt tip, so I am going to put that in the giveaway. Stila one is a felt tip one, but I'm going to hang on to that, and then the Man Eater one I'm going to keep in here as well. So let's see how many I have left in here. So we had to get rid of, what did we have? 17, 3. So I've got 10 plus the 2 Hank and Henry ones that are going to be gifts. So I went from 17 to 10, so that's pretty good. And now I know that I have 10 eyeliners in my backup stash, so I know I don't need to purchase any. I've got 2 that are going in my giveaway bin. I'm throwing away 5. So 11 total I have decluttered in some way from the stash today. I would love to know what your favorite liquid eyeliner is and if you've tried the Lorac one or not, because I think if you were to try that one, you would really love it as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope y'all have an amazing day. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.